Well, hello there. Good afternoon to you all. So, after all my first impressions about some series of the fall, probably I will only upload them later on during the night, most likely. But nonetheless, I do wanted to make a video that yesterday Shimigami X made uh, about a Naruto tag, and he tagged me. So shout out to Shimigami X and to Charles's Animal World that already made their own. And now I will try to answer to the 10 questions of the tag. So the first question was, what is my favorite Naruto character? I will say that my favorite character in Naruto at this point in the series is Kurama. Yes, it's the Nine Tail, and it's my favorite character because it's a character that through all the series, since the situation that he is inside Naruto, then he began pouring his chakra to Naruto and make Naruto when sometimes he did go berserk due to this power, and then learning the story behind him, how he was sealed inside Naruto, who was the previous Jinchuriki of Kurama, and then even his own backstory with the Sage of Six Paths and such. So, and to this time and moment in the story when Kurama also encountered his other part that was sealed inside Minato, and they basically are kicking ass on the battlefield. So Kurama through all the series uh, began as a curiosity, and at this point probably is my favorite character of the series. Then the second question was, what is my favorite Hokage? So my favorite Hokage, in all honesty, is Minato Namikaze, the father of Naruto. It's true, he was not Hokage for a long time. He died too much earlier in the story and on the overall story of Konoha. But his goal to striving to become Hokage, in a way, the legacy he gave to Naruto, the sacrifice he made, his ninjutsu was brutal, and is brutal, even if he now is in Edo Tensei form. But he was very powerful and very kind and gentle, and it's a shame that he died too soon on the story. But from all the Hokage, since the first to the current one, my favorite is Minato Namikaze. Now, the third question was, what is my favorite fight of all the series? Uh, and there, in the series, there are pretty fantastic fights. But for me, the most emotional of all was the fight between Naruto versus Pain. So I think that will be my is one of my two top three favorite fights, but probably the most that the one that is in first place. So I will say Naruto versus Pain because of all the emotion situation involving Nagato, involving Jiraiya's past, Nagato's past, Pain's past, uh, Naruto, and also in the end of this fight, finally Naruto gets the acknowledgement that he always seeked, and he becomes a hero, and he kind of breaks through this fight the isolation that he was put during all his life. So without a doubt, because of the fight and the consequences of the fight and also the origins of the fight, I will say that this fight is my favorite fight. Then we have the fourth question: what is my favorite clan in the series? So in this case, I will say that my favorite clan is the Uchiha, and because they have uh, fantastic powers, amazing powers, and I like all. I'm quite fond to the type of powers that involve fire in his all versions. So, and also I do like them because mainly because of the story of Itachi and how a guy needs to sacrifice all, even his own life, his own happiness, to bring end to a plan to take over power, and he sacrificed all for that in the benefits of the village and his people. So I do not want to say that I only like the Uchiha because of Itachi, but Itachi is one big factor in my decision of choosing the Uchiha as my favorite clan. Fifth question: what is my favorite opening? Well, I do like the first opening. I think it kinda has a mixture of rhythm, a little of metal, and I like that kind of sound. And I think the title of that song is Heroes Come Back, and I think is the first opening. I'm not sure, certain, but I think it's the first opening of Naruto Shippuden. So that's my favorite opening. Sixth question: what is my favorite moment? Um, there are a lot of good moments in the series, but for me, one of the most favorite moments in the series, and I cannot precise if is at the end of Naruto or if is in the first part of Naruto Shippuden, is the moment when Tsunade, after Naruto and Jiraiya go seek her for her to succeed um, Sarutobi, the old man, the moment when they fight against Kabuto and Naruto is willingly to sacrifice himself to make her accept the title of Hokage, and it's the moment when he kinda changed her heart and kinda gave her hope and made her interest in a jewel that his brother used, that he dreamed of becoming the Hokage, that his, let's say, boyfriend also used in the past, and he also dreamed to become Hokage, and then she kinda gave up of hope. And the fact that Naruto appears before her with the same dream, with the same goals, he kinda bring back her fighting spirit. So the moment when she gave Naruto the necklace, I think that's my favorite moment, or one of my favorite moments, but it will be the one that I put in this question. Now, number 7, my favorite technique, jutsu. Like I did say, I have I'm fond for the Uchiha clan because the use of fire. So I think that my favorite technique or for me the most amazing technique that is related with this is the Amaterasu technique, the black fire that Sasuke use. So I think that's, and then he kinda envelopes that dark flames with Susanoo and such, creating something mind blowing. So I think the Amaterasu technique is my favorite technique, jutsu. Then, eight. My favorite death. Well, I will say that my favorite death, because of all the emotion that was put in that moment, in that situation, is when Azuma Sensei dies fighting the Akatsuki and is kind of surrounded by Ino, Shikamaru, and Shoja, I think, and he kind of gives them their last words, and then eventually kind of entrusts the life of his unborn child to Shikamaru, and for him to protect him and his loved one. So I think that my favorite death, or the death, there are also another one. It's the death of Jiraiya, but since I did already speak a little bit about Jiraiya, and he is kind of related with my favorite fight of Naruto versus Pain, I will say that the death of Azuma Sensei against the Akatsuki was the most emotional death of all, and it kind of put a little tear in my eye at the moment, I think. So I will say the death of Azuma Sensei. Then, how did I get into Naruto? Well, I think that I got into Naruto roughly at the same time I did start reading Bleach more seriously, because at that and it's still considered one of the big three: Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And I did try to read the three, and only Bleach and then Naruto I kinda decided to continue reading, because I could not read into One Piece. I could not. So sorry for all One Piece fans that might be watching this video, but I did try, but I cannot go into that manga. But Bleach and Naruto, I was able to go into it, and I'm still reading it today. So it's not a special story at all. I simply started all roughly at the same time that I started read Bleach more seriously. I also started to read Naruto more seriously. That's the story. And then, why I like Naruto? Hmm. Why I like Naruto? Well, first, since I do love Japanese history, I'm quite fond and games like Shogun Total War and such. I remember that I was always found in my overall gaming strategy with that games. I always was a huge fan of using ninjas and shinobis instead of fighting battles hard on. Obviously, I did fight battles if I need to, but well, if you could settle the issue killing off the leader without losing your men, that for me is a worthy strategy. And I do also study a little about the ninja history, especially about two or three clans of ninjas. Mainly the Hattori clan of Iga, if I'm not mistaken, the former imperial province of Iga, And I think that all the secretism, all the issue behind a ninja, what is a ninja, are their driving motivations and such, those are objectively matters that I like. And Naruto kinda gave me the chance to see ninjas, shinobis, or shinobis in an anime series, so I was quite interesting. The story, well, I think the story is good. Is a good story. The anime, not really, because I'm not fond of the long filler arcs they usually made or make, and that kind of pisses me off because I honestly think that it was better, like also Shimigami X did say in his video, that it was better if they kinda close the store in a way for a couple of months and then return with a couple of episodes, then close again. The manga go forward and then they return again. I think that will be much appreciated, or at least for me as a fan of the series and the works of Kishimoto. I do think that that will be more good than bad to Naruto. So that's it. This is my answer to Shimigami X about his Naruto tag that he did make me. So now I know that I need to tag in the list two people. So who I will be tagging? I was also thinking tagging 101, but I know that usually his Naruto videos did not end well, so I will not risk that. So I will tag SavageZweiPanda, and I will tag Roxas Reviews, or Roxas. I know that he is away for quite time now from the YouTube community after stress that he has with other users, and he decided to take a vacation or an holiday. But I do hope that if he does watch this video, or if someone tells him about it, probably that could be the reason for him to return into the reviewing community. So that's it. Thanks Shimigami X for tagging me in this Naruto tag, and Charles is Anime World because he tagged Shimigami X, and the string continues. So that's it. So thanks for watching. Hope I do answer your questions, and stay well, peace, and see you soon.